Hello, my name is Kashivaya. Welcome to these forbidden fruits. Welcome to these noetic nectars. Welcome to the ramblings of a raven. Welcome to the catastrophizing, contrarianisms. I don't know. Welcome to the convolutions. Welcome to the chaos of a crow. Welcome to the bullshit, bat shit blatherings of a bastard, bitch, whatever, right? Negative self-talk, negative self-talk, negative self-talk. Have you heard the things that I've said to my daughter, my oldest? Man. Have you heard the things that I've said to myself? Oh, have you heard? The bird, the bird is the word. Spirit guides first come to you when you're born. Well, they come in with you. They are you. Oh, my dear one. Oh, my one-horned, one-eyed, flying purple people eaters. We may not eat people physically, but we can devour them. We can devour souls. We can absolutely destroy with our words. And heaven help us, especially when we fucking write it down, text it. We cannot take that shit back. People can forget things that you say out loud, but when you put it on paper or, the internet never forgets. It's like an elephant. We've created AI. What the fuck have we done to our children? I just wanted to make it better for my kids. I wanted to make it so much better. And her dad looks like a cherub. That's what I used to call him, my little cherub. What the fuck? Oh my god, like, I was projecting everything. Oh my god. And, the worst part is that I've convinced everyone that I am self-convinced. I've convinced everyone. I convinced everyone. Because I wanted to believe that he was so good. I don't know which is which. What side is up. I don't know. I wanted him to be. I wanted him to be. I mean, he was a hard worker when he worked. He was definitely an amazing fucking salesman when he worked. And I can see how he would be depressed dealing with me when he was dealing with me. We were perfect for each other in that we were each other's worst fucking nightmare. We were the perfect rendition of each other's worst fears. Because we created that in each other by what we said about each other. And yet we could be the best best of friends. It was like everything we were when we were together, which was absolutely amazing, could go the exact opposite. It was like it was bipolar at work. We were manic, chaos, which seems like it would be fun. 11:11. Which seems like it would be fun, but not when you have a child involved. You know, you can have that in your teen years. And we were trying to be adults. And we were doing okay. But you can only pretend to be an adult for so long. You can only pretend to be loyal for so long. You can only pretend to not have drug problems for so long. You can only pretend to be a family man for so long. You can only pretend to be a hard worker for so long. You can only pretend for so long. This wasn't a fake it till you'll make it type of scenario. This was a it seemed like he was always on the search for something better, and I was always trying to be something better because I was never enough. And I guess that was pretty much what we were each telling each other. And so our core wounds were exactly the same. And had I just gone into smoking pot as an ism, smoking potism, instead of alcoholism, maybe I would have came to my senses a little sooner and been like, oh, yeah, I see. He just matures slower, and he has mommy issues, but I didn't. I didn't. My backlash to that was I'm going to get fucked up and forget this even happened. And that didn't fix anything. In fact, that made it worse, and it kept making it worse and kept making it worse and kept making it worse and kept making it worse. And then you find out that, hey, addictions are addictions no matter where you're from. Thinking can become an addiction. Ruminating on an issue can be an addiction. Ruminating on not being able to fix an addiction can be an addiction. Trying to fix can be an addiction. Worrying can be an addiction. Controlling other people. Controlling can be an addiction if you can't control your own bullshit. You want to control everybody else's. And everything is out of control. You realize, wait, maybe that's just the way the universe works. There is no control over this shit. yeah, there's a certain number of, amenities or appendages you're supposed to have. Appendages you're supposed to have, and it's supposed to be symmetric, but it's really not symmetrical. There's no perfect symmetry. The 369 or the Fibonacci sequence, although it has perfect code or sequence, it's still not the same. Snowflakes are unique. I seriously, let's not be a dick. My baby was born, my baby, boy or girl. And just because my baby was born a boy or a girl, and then decided that just didn't fucking work. Those were not that baby's feelings. And that baby grew up and decided to be a name change or what have you, does not mean that it killed the other baby. But I don't know this new baby. As a matter of fact, I don't feel like I know my baby at all, because I was gone. I've been gone for so long in addictions, thinking addictions, worrying addictions, controlling addictions, drinking addictions. My baby did nothing wrong. My babies can do no wrong. The Creator did not fuck up the creation. The creation is perfect. And therefore, you know what? I guess the Creator's got to be okay. Everything on this planet coincides with one another. Man kind of comes in and makes new things work. We are a little bit boo-booed. But roses smell like boo-boo to our nose. It attracts the bee. And that bee, without that bee, well, where would you or I be? Where would the trees be? Being. I used to tell my child, my baby, no, you're not a bad baby. You're just being a bad baby. What? That was wrong of me too, but I thought, wait, that's seems like it's solving the naming of a thing. No. You're choosing, that would mean that she was choosing. No. I was wrong. So many times, still wrong. Still fail. And I'm not giving up on anything. Yet I surrender. I surrender. Just let it be me doing my best. Me being my best. I know better. Let me do better. Let me be better. I try to remember to connect to whatever force of nature there is out there that's swaying the tides. Thank you for everything. Thank you for this breath. Thank you. Because I still have a chance. I still have a chance to fix it. I won't obsess over it. I'm going to surrender to the opportunity. I'm going to surrender to how. But the universe knows what I want to do. The sway of the tides, the luminaries, the gods that may or may not be. The rainbow umbrella God of abundance, joy, love, patience, and all things good and holy knows what I desire in my heart, in my high heart, in the heart that is connected to my babies. And I pour out my gratitude to that source as often as I remember, and I try to do it every single day. I get under the water and thank you for the healing water that you're giving me. Thank you. Thank you for the cleansing. Thank you. I am blessed just to be able to have this shower, just to be able to release this tension that's in my body, to be able to be clean, and thank you. And I try not to think about, how am I going to fix it? How am I going to fix it? How am I going to fix it? I'm not going to message my daughter. I'm just going to send an I love you text to my son, to my daughter. And I'm going to try to send out some good juju, and hopefully they can feel it. Send it out to as many people as I can, and hopefully they can feel it. Though we may be far apart, you are always in my heart. I don't know if that's a song. Whatever. I don't care if I'm crazy. Crazy is a lot more fun than normal. And normal people are really turning out to be quite not so nice lately. Normal is calling a 3-year-old a butthead, and her calling you a butthead back, and then you laughing about it, and then a 14-year-old back talking you about something trivial, and him not knowing where to draw the line, and all of a sudden the line's been drawn and he's in trouble for 3 months and grounded from the thing that he enjoys the most, that takes away his anxiety, and his face is scarred up beyond recognition because he has to have some way to relieve anxiety, and that is to sit in front of a mirror and pick. I was told that I was to give my daughter 20 minutes after school every single day, regardless of punishment, to play video games, because that is how they relieve anxiety now. And I did not like that pill. Even after she mocked me for being homeless. We were all homeless. But I was the one that put us there, and that hurt. She didn't like her therapist very much either after, it's like, so your mom's already down and homeless, but You're going to add insult to injury? But where was she hearing that from? The people that were making me feel like that are in the back of my mind, that were making her feel probably just as bad. And I know that because it's the type of shit that I have said to her. And I would never, ever, 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 ever in a million years think, and I really honestly can't think of the times that I have said anything like that to her. I think I'm an innocent bystander, and I would never talk. No, I know I have. But I've only ever caught myself saying something like that to her once. But I know I have, although I was not in my right lucid mind. I was drinking, and that's one of the reasons I quit drinking. It just took a long time for me to be able to quit drinking and to come to that realization that that's what was happening, that I became someone that did that to me. I would never, ever, ever, ever. But yet, that's not true. Because that person became a personality. That addiction became a thought form. That entity it's now a personality. No, not anymore. Not anymore. Because I'm aware and awake. This is no one's fault that I'm in this position. No one's. 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 You black out from time to time as a human. We say we don't remember our childhood. We don't remember most of it. You will. You will. And then you'll prefer to not look back on the past so consistently. Put it in your pocket. You'll remember almost every single day. You'll be able to remember almost every single day on recollection if you were asked. At a certain point, you will have that recollection, that recall, memory. You'll have it. And then you'll choose. I don't need that recall. I prefer to put all of that negative everything away. Back pocket. Lesson learned. That's one perspective. I remember the joy. I remember my family. Lesson learned. I remember the joy. I remember my family. Lesson learned. I remember the joy. I remember the family. Lesson learned. I remember the joy. I remember my family. Lesson learned. And yes, there were hardships. I do remember those. And you know what else? I also remember that we do not call the police on our family. There are a few things that maybe our family needs to remember. In regards to Double standards. Certainly. You think I'm dumb too? Certainly. However, we just hand them the thank you bite. Remind them that we didn't cook the meal. They cooked the meal. It has been preserved by the source above, to remind them not to be judgmental. Hand them the spoon. And leave it to them to decide how they like the taste of their meal. Was that made with love? Was that meal made with love? That thank you bite? Where did they learn to cook that meal? I am grateful for my parents. I am grateful for my parents. They did not know any better than they were taught. Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. When they were at the age when they were raising me. Now, let's look back. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Aquaman. You're 40-something years old. At this point in time, you should know right from wrong, correct? That thank you bite is, God bless it, shaman verbs. Bless me. That thank you bite should be gratitude. Thank you for reminding me that that is not okay. It was not okay then. And for me to judge you for doing the same thing that I did, yet I was possibly angry. How dare they judge me for being this way, etc., and so on and so forth, whatnot and whatever. How dare they judge you? But it's okay that they are judging me? How dare they judge me? But it's okay that they judge you. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine that they call. Why don't we call the cops on you every single time you get a little upset? We'll just call the cops every time you get upset. Every time that you get upset, we'll call the cops every time. Yeah. Okay. That might have solved some fucking problems. Here it's fucking asinine. It's uncalled for. And perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable, according to some. When I was growing up, if we called the fucking cops, But now, it's approved. Get the big thumbs up, as long as it's on me. Right? Anyway, I don't know where this judgment. You know better, you do better. Unless you're a man, I suppose. And we can forgive and forget, and it's water on the bridge, under the bridge. Forgive and forget, and it's water under the bridge unless you're a woman. You know better, you do better, unless you're a man. All right, gotta go. I love you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.